Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to this week's Mental Monday. So this week, I want to talk about something that is another kind of casual conversation topic. I'm just in that kind of mood lately. I want to talk about when people don't want to let you change. So I talk a lot about changing and changes and how sometimes that's for the better, sometimes maybe it's not. And sometimes that's harder and sometimes that's easier. And being aware of what a constructive change would be and how to approach change to be successful and to thrive within that instead of it being arbitrary or more stressful or what have you. Things like that. But I want to talk about the moments after you make a change when somebody around you doesn't really want to let that happen. They're a little too thrown off with the change, they don't know how to handle it, and they still go into the mode of expecting you to act how you did before. Of maybe not verbalizing that so boldly, but in subtle ways, still keeping you in their mind in that framework. Keeping you in that position of, that's you. That's what you do. That's how you react to things. That's how you behave. Those are the types of words you use. And kind of making it hard to start fresh in that way. And actually make that change and embrace it. There are going to be a lot of people that can be opinionated when you make a change. There are going to be a lot of people that maybe either disagree with that particular change or don't think you can do it or just aren't as positive about it or on your team with it. And while you do need that, you need people being constructively challenging to things in your life, helping you question in a healthy manner. I'm more referring to the not constructive way of responding to changes you've made. And I think this can be a point where you decide how much do you let that person's opinion, that person's input affect you and influence you. How big of a role do they play in your life? How much do you value that relationship and their guidance and input? And how much do you want to let them influence you in that way? Is that a department of your life you want them speaking into? Is that somebody that you want to be leading you? And not that you're going to cut them out of your life if not, but it's more when those circumstances come up, being able to kind of stand up for yourself and put those boundaries up and say, no, I know what I'm wanting to do and I know what I'm changing. I know where I'm headed. And I see the progress, I see the benefits, I see myself growing, even if it's not 100% perfect, even if I'm not where I want to be yet, I'm getting there. And I know I can do this, or I know I've made those changes. That was before. That is not now. And kind of pushing through that wall. And putting up those boundaries of not letting that affect your mindset, not letting that affect you mentally to where it does throw you off or shakes you up, or it can be really difficult to keep progressing after things like that. Those can be discouraging. I think there's a little bit of a crossroads in a decision at that point. And you kind of, after going through that, learn how to set those boundaries, learn how to respond to things like that. And even more so, how to push forward and still go down the path you want to go down. Make the choices that you know you need to be making. And even if they're not giving you that credit for changing, acknowledge and giving yourself that credit for changing. And I would not discount that at all. That's a really important thing to be able to do. Whether you still are going to struggle through conversations with them about it later or not, in any circumstance, it's really good to be able to do. And I know that can be something that is really easily thrown off. So I wanted to touch on it. I think a lot that plays into that is your mindset and how confident in the choices and the change you are, and kind of almost learning in your self-talk to give yourself that credit and say, well, yeah, I did that before, but look what I've done since. Look how much progress I've made since. And yes, that means it's worth going forward with, and that means I still do need to keep trying. I'm not done yet. And I think that's a game changer when you're talking about making healthy changes and making progress in that way. For any goal you have, but particularly when you're talking behavioral or mental health changes, that can be so difficult and such a journey as it is. I really wanted to encourage you guys with that, to keep going, to not let that set you back, and to move forward. And I'm working on doing that for myself as well. So I hope that was helpful. I hope that was encouraging. I hope that gave you a little something to think about. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, give it a thumbs up and share it with everybody. Make sure you are subscribed and have notifications on. And I'm going to be planning more of the Mental Monday videos, so if you have a mental health topic you would like to see me talk about, leave it in the comments below for me, and I will add it to my list. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!